Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Declaration of Helsinki and Belmont Report. The Declaration of Helsinki serves as a cornerstone for the ethical foundation of the medical research, helping to ensure the protection of research participants' right, welfare, and dignity. The key points outlined in the declaration reflect a commitment to the highest ethical standards is in the pursuit of scientific knowledge while simultaneously safeguarding the interest and well-being of those who volunteer to participate in the research. And next one is the research for autonomy. A fundamental principle. This state that individual must give informed consent before participating in the research. This means that participant must be fully informed about the research, its objective, potential risk, benefits, and any alternative options, and they have the right to freely and voluntarily decide whether to participate. Importantly, participant can withdraw from the study at any time without facing any adverse consequences. Next is the beneficence. Researchers are mandated to maximize the benefit and minimize the risk for research participants. This principle highlights the importance of the research societal value while ensuring that the potential benefit outweigh the potential risk for individual participant. Next is a non-maleficence. This principle underscores the obligation to do not harm. Researcher must be aware of potential risks and take all necessary precautions to minimize them. The well-being and safety of participants must be in paramount consideration throughout the research process. Next principle is the justice. Fairness is central to the ethical conduct of research. This principle emphasizes that the selection of research participants should be equitable, avoiding exploitation or discrimination, and ensuring that the burdens and the benefits of the research are distributed fairly. Next principle is the scientific and ethical review. Independent Ethics Committee plays a crucial role in the reviewing research protocol to ensure that they meet the highest ethical standard and possesses the scientific merit. This oversight the help to maintain the public trust in the research, and it provide an additional layer of protection for the research participant. Next principle is the privacy and confidentiality. Participant privacy must be respected at all times. Their personal information should be handled with the utmost confidentiality, and researcher must take measure to be respected at all time. Their personal information should be handled with the utmost confidentiality, and researcher must take measure to protect participant anonymity unless informed consent has been obtained for the release of identifying any information. Next principle is the publication and dissemination. The declaration stresses the importance of the transparent reporting and dissemination of the research findings, regardless of the whether the results are positive or negative. They should be shared with the scientific community and preventing publication bias and contributing to the advancement of the knowledge. The Declaration of Helsinki plays a critical role in shaping the ethical guidelines for the medical research worldwide. Researcher, physician, and institution conducting medical research have a responsibility to adhere to the principle to ensure that the right, safety, and dignity of human subjects are upheld, and thus maintaining the right, safety, and dignity of human subjects are upheld, and thus maintaining the public trust in the scientific community's commitment to the ethical conduct in the research. As the medical science continue to evolve, the principle outlined in the Declaration of Helsinki remain a vital compass for the ethical decision making in the pursuit of knowledge and benefits in the humanity. That's all about the Declaration of Helsinki. That's all about the Declaration of Helsinki. Next topic is the Belmont Report. Belmont Report is a significant document in the realm of biomedical behavioral research ethics, outlining the fundamental ethical principle and guideline for the conducting research involving human subject. It was published by the US Department of the Health, Education and Welfare. Now it is US Department of Health and Human Services. In 1979, in response to ethical concern raised by the research misconduct, such as the infamous Tuskegee syphilis study. The report derives its name from the Belmont Conference Center in Maryland, where discussion leading to its creation took place. Belmont report provide essential ethical principle that researcher and institution must follow when conducting research involving a human participant. So, following are the principles in the Belmont report. So, in that first one is the respect for the person. This principle emphasizes the importance of treating individual as autonomous agent who have a right to make informed decision about participating in the research. It also emphasizes the need to protect those with diminished autonomy, such as the children or individual with cognitive impairment, and to ensure their right and welfare are upheld. Next principle is the beneficence. Researchers have an ethical obligation to maximize benefit and minimize risk for research participants. This include ensuring that potential risk benefit of the research outweigh any potential harms or risk to the participant. Next principle is the justice. The principle emphasizes the importance of distributing the burdens and benefit of the research fairly. It seeks to avoid the exploitative practice and ensure that research is conducted equitably without undue discrimination or bias. The Belmont report is a framework that helps guide ethical design, conduct, and oversight of research involving human subjects. It is particularly relevant to the research funded or conducted by the US government agency, as many of these agencies require adherence to the principle outlined in the report. Some key aspects of the Belmont report are first one is that the requirement for the informed consent. The researcher must provide participants with a clear and comprehensive information about the research, including its purpose, its procedure, potential risk, and the right to withdraw it at any time. The necessity for the institution review board, that is IRB, this is independent ethical committee, are responsible for reviewing the research protocol to ensure they meet ethical standard and for ongoing monitoring of research to protect the right and welfare of the participant. The emphasis on the vulnerable population. The report underscore the importance of the providing additional protection for the individual who may vulnerable to the coercion or undue influence, such as the children, pre-adolescents, pregnant women, individual with the limited autonomy. The Belmont report has had a significant impact on the research ethics, shaping guideline regulation not only in the United States but also influencing ethical consideration in the research globally. Its principles continue to guide the responsible conduct of research and ensure that the rights and well-being of the research participant are paramount. That's all about the Belmont report. Thank you.